big farm, and it's 1,250 acres. Very large indeed. It's just over 500 hectares and a little under 2 square miles. Now, on the right hand side, you guys can see a house on top of a hill. That is the Ian Alexander house. That is the homestead of the family, and that's where Ian Alexander, who bought the farm in 1978, he raised his 4 children. Now, the eldest of which, his name is Craig Alexander, and he runs all of this farming operation you guys can see today. His younger brother Russell Alexander, he is my boss, and he is head of the tourism side of this movie set tour business. Now, as you come around this right-hand turn, have a look to the right-hand side. Check out that for a view. Woo! Yeah, pretty beautiful, right? You look, you can see those rolling green hills, those scattered tree lines, and in the distance, you do see those Kaimai ranges. They actually featured in the movies for about 5 seconds and gave a little inclination towards where they actually built the Hobbiton movie set. You actually, now after seeing that one big view, you can really sort of appreciate why Peter Jackson chose this location. Now, we're actually starting to make our way towards the back side of the farm, and obviously we are on this road. This road is 2.2 kilometers, and obviously was not here when Peter Jackson first came, the director. Now, this road was actually built by the New Zealand Army. Now, many years ago when Peter Jackson was starting out as a director, he didn't have a lot of money. He was pretty broke at the time. He actually approached the Prime Minister of New Zealand. He said, Helen Clark, he said, hey Helen, can I have some money please to build a movie set? She said, no, you can't have any money at all. However, I will give you free labour from my New Zealand Army. And they came here and they helped him build this road. They also helped construct some of the hobbit hole doors, the facades, that you'll see soon enough on set, and they actually helped bring them down. Peter Jackson, he thought they did such a great job, he let them be extras in the movies too, which is pretty sweet. Yeah. They were in the army in some of the fighting scenes. Apparently, the New Zealand Army didn't need too much makeup either. Apparently, I don't know. Apparently, yeah. Apparently, they were in a lot of the fighting scenes, and they were told to tone down the fighting because it was too realistic. Yeah, too realistic indeed. Now, on the left-hand side, guys, you see this fence. It runs all the way up towards the top of the hill. This is the boundary fence. We are now at the back of this very, very large farm. Hobbiton itself is only 12 acres out of this 1,250. Speaking of Hobbiton, if you look to the right-hand side, we're going to start to see a little bit of this beautiful movie set. Now, we can see the beer barrel just coming to view. We can see the thatched mill house. Then, slowly, we can see that double-arched stone bridge looking pretty sweet today in the sunshine. And also, we see the Green Dragon Inn. And that's where we will end our tour today. Then we can help ourselves to some Hobbit hospitality. Yeah, we'll get some beer, get some cider, some muffins, some cakes, whatever you guys you do. Everybody lean forward. Oh, worked. Now if you look to the right hand side again, you'll see through the trees the little green dragon and the lake from a higher perspective. And check out that view from the distance as well. Pretty beautiful. It's pretty awesome. Okay guys, so as we come on the top of this hill, on the right hand side, you guys are going to see a big tin shed and a car park. Sounds thrilling, right? No, not at all. If you look to the right hand side, you'll see this tin shed and the car park. Not very pretty, no. However, it is very important to us here in Hobbiton. This area is known as Dusty's Haven, and this is where the full-time maintenance and gardening team do reside. They work year-round to maintain the magic that you will see on the movie set. On the left-hand side, you see a very flat piece of land, this like pasture, very, very small and thin, that runs parallel to the road. Now, this was known as Animal Kingdom at the time of filming. Here, 29 different species of animal were kept, and yes, some of them did have stud rules. There were Clydesdale horses all the way down to cats and dogs. There was even an eagle that came from the States, and the eagle's job was to keep all the New Zealand wildlife off the movie set. Left-hand side here, another flat piece of land. This was known as Base Camp. Now, Base Camp was a little hub, a little village where all the actors and the crew would hang out when they were not on the Hobbiton movie set. Use your imagination, obviously, guys. Air conditioning trailers, hair, makeup tents, communication centre, portaloos also. Yeah, they were used as well. And also we had a big food marquee, which would cater up to 600 people every single day. They were fed very well. They had 2-course breakfast, 2-course lunch, and a 3-course dinner, and many gourmet snacks in between. There was never an excuse for being a skinny hobbit. Ever. Now, as we look to the left-hand side before we start to go towards the movie set, Again, anywhere you do see that white dot, that is still the Alexander family farm with these 13,000 New Zealand white Romney sheep. 13,000 of them. Now, although we do have 13,000, not one of them made it into the movies. Not one. Well, like everybody else in the scenes, they actually showed up to auditions. And Peter Jackson, he took one look at one of them, he said, no, you're too modern. Next one came in. You, no, you're too white. Next one came in. No, you're too pretty. Too white, too modern, too pretty looking, all these sheep that we have here on the farm. Although we had 13,000, not one of them were used. No, not at all. What Peter Jackson did instead, he opted for their cousins, the stubborn sheep that come from the United Kingdom, where I am from. They come from there and they have dark legs and dark faces, there to give a more rustic look towards the sheep of the Shire. Now guys, if you follow me off the bus, we're going to head into Hobbiton before we go over some rules. Are we all ready?
Yep.
Yes! What a response, I love it. Yes, sir.
I feel too afraid.
You ready? Yes, we are. Let's go. This is Hobbit. Dollar Hobbit. Let's go. It's okay.
Have some, the best way to get the best and the most out of your experience is to ask me questions all the time. Don't worry, I probably heard them all the same every single tour. I do quite a few every single day. Don't be afraid. Everyone's normally scared. Just ask them. Now guys, it might seem a silly question. Raise your hands if you've seen any of the movies before. Any movies? Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit?
Yeah. All of
Quite a lot of people, right? Of course, yeah. Seems like a stupid reason not to come. Anybody read the books? Read the books?
Yes.
Yes, good.
Anybody not read the books or not seen the movies? Don't worry guys, you haven't. Okay. What we got is the tour. You guys incentive to maybe go back and watch them. Now guys, when we head down this path, I'm going to ask you a couple of rules. Just a couple of rules, guys. You guys please stay on the path at all times. And let's say we have a full-time interview done. You guys please stay on the path. I know I'm breaking the rules now, but that's because I can. Right, I'm joking, of course. Please do stay on the path at all times. As we go around, it's very important we stay on the path. As you'll see, all the scenery is pretty.
Bawa power bank. Bawa power bank. Jadi gue bisa ini nih. Good, let's go, man.
So guys, you're going to keep on coming down towards myself. Keep on flowing.